guys, so in today's video, I'm going to try and reupholster the seat on my TRX 300 4x4 quad. And here's how it looks. It's been on here since 91. It's starting to get pretty bad. And it wasn't too bad when I first bought it, but yeah, this wasn't here, this wasn't here. It had some of the tears up here, but it is just getting worse and worse and worse. So I bought a new cover. So here's the new cover I bought. I bought it for, I don't know, I think like 40 or 60 bucks. What's this say? It's got a number there. And yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It's marine grade. It's got some fancy felt stuff on the inside. It is cut to fit, so it should fit exactly how the original fit, and I don't have to trim too much or get too crazy on making it fit properly. And what also you're going to need is a staple gun and a very specific style of staple. Some people get a little bit longer, some people get a little shorter, but it seemed like the happy medium was a 5/16. It has enough penetration to get into the plastic on the seat and also hold this in place without ripping the staples back out. You also want to get stainless steel because the last thing you want is your staples rusting out and then the whole seat falls off because you didn't want to spend the money to get the stainless steel staples. So there's several ways to reupholster the seat. Some guys do it right and they will go over it with some kind of steamer and try and correct the torn foam areas and whatnot. My foam isn't all that torn, and for some other seats it gets really bad on some of these corners and they get flattened out and mushed out. Mine fortunately doesn't seem to have that issue. It's actually in pretty good shape for it being 30 years old. My tool of choice is going to be this nice little screwdriver. So we got it popped up and pulled out. There's 1 out of 1,000. And now I could have opted for just replacing the entire seat. Oh, come on. There we go. With a new one that someone else had made, because you can buy these already pre-assembled, ready to go. Now I didn't want to do that because I like to keep my stuff OEM, especially on something that has mostly OEM parts on it anyway. And also I wanted to learn how to do this, so I am gaining a new skill. Okay, we got all our staples out. Let's undress. So yeah, I do have some slight tears in here, but the rest of the foam looks pretty good, other than the discoloration. Here's the original seat cover, and here is the replacement. There they are side by side, pretty excited. This one is lighter in color, and it also didn't come with the sticker on the back of here, which is kind of disappointing. Time for our new saddle. Put that on like this. Stretch her over the bottom side. So far so good. Yeah, there it is, there it is, there it is. There we go. Very nice. Try and get that seam to run along where it's supposed to. There we go. And then you can just go around and staple her in. Now how does it look? Does not look the best on top. So this seam needs to come down over that. So I'm going to be wrestling this for a little bit to try and get this to fit as good as I can. So I got it to fit somewhat to where it's starting to look good. I'm going to staple the parts that I'm happy with, like starting from the rear side and then working my way forward, trying to get it to fit more uniformly. So I want to get the seam that runs along here underneath so there's no seam showing. Pretty sure that's how it's supposed to be. So we're just going to do a couple of placeholder staples. There we go. Nice. Got that underneath. All right, so we got 3 spots in to hold it. Now I need to start working this out so it stays. Now I was a little afraid to get a little strong with it because I didn't want it to tear, but this thing seems pretty resilient in being able to hold up. Yeah, so we'll stretch this out a bit more. trying to keep that seam on the inside. And that's the thing too with these 5/16 staples. You want them to get the right size that isn't going to poke through the plastic into the seat cover, and then you can feel it while you're riding and it tears a hole in. Okay, so now we got this side in. Let's work over here and start getting this side ready. Let's see how that looks. That's coming along pretty good. I'm just gonna have to pull the front more, and then it should snap into place. I think I'm happy with where that is. Starting to look like a seat now. I'm gonna start pulling the front. There we go. Got some of it out by doing that. So I'm bringing the slack forward towards where I want it. And it's giving me the edge that I need. So now I got the seam on the inside. Let's give her a punch. Sweet. All right, just a little bit more on the top. That should be it. Yeah, look at that. Nice. Not too bad. I mean, these are just fold marks. They'll work themselves out over time. Boom, just that. Look at that. Perfect. Here. That wasn't so bad. Nice. Sweet. Perfect. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. That was my first time reupholstering a seat. I think I did an okay job. It really wasn't that hard. It wasn't that bad. You just have to be a little bit patient. Don't get too crazy with it. It definitely takes a little bit of time. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.